Resident Evil 5 Remake is happening, and they confirmed this during Resident Evil 4, and it's mind-blowing to see how many projects Capcom is working on. I mean, Separate Ways, Operation Javier, Resident Evil 5 Remake, and maybe even Code Veronica Remake. And now that's a lot of games. But let's not get off the track and let me explain everything. A little while ago, right before the release of Resident Evil 4, there was a question about what should be remade next. Many fans were praising for Code Veronica, while many others thought that Resident Evil 5 would be the next Capcom remake. But with the release of Resident Evil 4, everything changed. In it, we got some big hints about Capcom's next big project. In my last video, I explained the possibility of a remake of Operation Javier, but in the game, there were another big hint about Resident Evil 5 Remake. But before we go further into this, I want to warn you guys, if you don't want to get to spoil, skip to this time right here. Well, right at the end of Resident Evil 4 Remake, we see Ada Wong talking to Albert Wesker, and he talks about his plans to take over the world with Las Plagas. But the other thing is, if we look closely, we can see Exola from Resident Evil 5 on Albert's monitor. The other visible thing is a survey to Sun, the flower that progenitor virus was originated from. To me, these hints that they are going to remake the whole franchise. That means we're going to see a Resident Evil 5 remake and maybe even a Resident Evil 6 remake. I mean, Resident Evil 5 was the highest selling Resident Evil before the launch of Resident Evil 7. So why not remake this game? Because I'm sure of one thing, whether you hated the game for its action or love it, when you play RE5, you're having a good ass time. But guys, that's it for today's video. What do you guys think about this? Should Resident Evil 5 get a remake first, or should Capcom remake Code Veronica? Let me know in the comments down below. But for me, I think Capcom should give Code Veronica a chance. It was one of the best games of PS2 and one of my top 10 Resident Evil games. That was too hard for me to finish it. I'm Arshia and this is Red Herb. See you guys in the next video.